let's watch a Rev video, because this kind of sort of involves me, because it's about a VTuber. So apparently, I'm not even sure what this is about. It just says, the headline on the video is just jealous VTuber gets a harsh reality check. So let's see what this is. Maybe this is something interesting. And Rev always puts out some really good stuff. So let's take a look and see what's going on. And I'm covering Rev, and I don't want to do that. So let me go over here. Make myself a little bit smaller. Alright, so let's see what new and interesting thing Rev has got for us. So, 3, 2, 1, talk to me, Rev.
Some good old-fashioned VTuber drama involving a duo of indie VTubers making ill-advised call-out posts. So we're going to begin with this individual right here, a Moon Celestial VTuber. A lot of people were tagging me on one of her recent call-out threads, and as you can see, I'm blocked, so we're already off to a pretty bad start. But here's the thread calling out the artist Kevin with this quote of their VTuber showcase saying this: "Look at that belly button and tell me he isn't copy-pasting his rigs." Which is obviously an attempt to criticize his artwork and say that it's lazy and bad. And as
that's not something you want to do. Like, these VTuber artists, they work really hard. The VTuber artists and the riggers, they work really hard on these models. And you can kind of see, the picture's a little bit small, you can see there's a pretty good amount of detail going on here. And there's a reason why the good VTuber artists get paid, like, thousands of dollars, because they put a tremendous amount of work into this. And to make a claim that they're basically shortcutting on someone, I mean, that's, you're tantamount, this VTuber, now I'm curious if it's a VTuber or a VTweeter, because there is a difference between the two. A VTweeter is just someone that has, like, an anime model in their Twitter profile, but they don't actually go on Twitch or YouTube or anything like me here with the VTuber model. They just basically just tweet out bullshit. So I'm not sure if this is a VTweeter or a VTuber, but you don't call out an artist as a scam like this unless you've got some good receipts to back this up.
As you can see, this thread got a lot of attention, over 300,000 views and over 2,000 likes. Now, who is Kevin? Well, Kevin is someone we have featured many times on this channel. He is a very talented VTuber rigger and asset maker, and he is someone who has been canceled many times over and over again by Twitter, particularly in the VTubing scene because of some of his assets and the fact that he showcases a lot of them using a Marin Kitagawa VTuber model. And you know what? At this point, with the amount of callouts he's received, I'm going to upgrade Kevin to KDS. Okay, a new medical disorder has been released, Kevin Derangement Syndrome, because that's how many times people try to cancel him. People get...
Well, and let's face it. Let's face facts here, chat. If you get canceled on the internet now, that's a badge of honor. That means that you've done something so incredible that the terminally online and terminally offended you've got them re. So at this stage in the game, if you get canceled, it's turning into a badge of honor. You can actually, cancels are starting to become like the modern day likes. So the number of times you've got canceled is just more likes on your social media presence. So the canceling is just doing him a favor at this point. Means more VTubers are gonna probably approach him for a rig.
Get very angry about his success and his tweets. So as always, I like to share someone like Kevin and promote them, and go give him a follow if you want to. But here's the thing. As much as these VTubers want to criticize his artwork, he is very, very successful and has worked with dozens of very big indie and agency VTubers, including Mint Made, for example, or Matarakan. However, this VTuber says that, well, their work must not be good because they decided it's not good. So going off of their complaints about Kevin's art, this VTuber says this. Also, copy-paste isn't really the issue. Wait, hold on a second. I'm sorry. That was the entire purpose of the first quote, was talking about copy-pasting assets. But anyways, it says, it's the fact that he constantly shits out poor work. Absolutely make it easier for yourself with templates, etc. I literally do that with my art, but the end result of all your work shouldn't be obviously lazy and sloppy. So basically they're admitting to doing the exact thing they accuse Kevin of doing in the quote retweet that they started this whole.
So this is starting to sound like someone is trying to promote themselves. Because if they do art, if they do VTuber art, this almost sounds like they're trying to cancel. That's probably not the right word in this case, but it actually sounds like they're trying to say, hey, this guy's work is shit. Come see me. I can do better work. It almost sounds like this is like a form of promotion for themselves.
Conversation with, which is ridiculous. And then down here, they say the work is lazy and sloppy. And furthermore, when responding to another user, they say Iron Mouse's rig had pearls floating around. I fear he doesn't give a single F whatsoever. Wow, that's a bold claim. Claiming that Iron Mouse's rig from Kevin is bad. Well, of course, you can see right here, Iron Mouse proudly displays Kevin in her bio. So clearly, she is happy with the work, but this VTuber is not. But things are going to get a lot more ridiculous right now. So you're probably wondering, who is the VTuber in this showcase? Well, it is a VTuber named Baby Teeth, a smaller independent VTuber. And as you can see in the replies, they say, wait, hold on a second. I'm a happy customer. What are you talking about? They left this reply saying, I'm pretty happy with my rig. Kevin included some things I didn't even ask for. I chose him because I liked his very bouncy and lively rigs. I understand if you have a critique for the artist, but you are also calling his rig horrendous, or my rig horrendous. It's okay, you are entitled to your opinion, but I am a smaller streamer just beginning, and I do not see you quote retweeting Iron Mouse, Fox Plushie, or Matarakan's showcases. And they might be new to VTubing or the scene, but they're very well experienced with these responses to ridiculous posts like this, because that's a great point. Why isn't this VTuber quote retweeting Iron Mouse, Fox Plushie, or Matarakan, who had rigs by Kevin?
Because Iron Mouse, Fox Plushie, Matarakan would all say, sweetheart, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. These rigs are great. We love our rigs, and if anyone is to ask us, we would tell them to go see Kevin if you want a great rig too, just like Baby Teeth is doing. Because that's what counts here. That's what counts here. If we are talking about a customer who is not happy with the rig and saying those things about the rig being bad, if it was the customer not being happy, that's one thing. The customer's happy with the rig. So then the question is, why is this person bitching about Kevin's rigs? Answer, she said it in her post. She does her own art. So she, I'm guessing, was going to try and parlay this into a promotion for herself to try and drive business to herself by unsuccessfully harming his reputation. And I'll bet you that's where it is. And I'm wondering, Rev may come to the same conclusion as this.
We're very successful independent and agency VTubers, and there's no call out from this VTuber. They ignore these people because they know if they went after them, they would get bodied. But instead, they went after Kevin, who's an easy target on Twitter, and also a rig he made for a small independent VTuber who wouldn't be able to speak up for themselves, as well as someone like Iron Mouse, for example. And responding to that, this VTuber had the audacity to respond to a happy customer. So you have the artist
this should be good.
making a rig for a VTuber who's satisfied with the rig. And this person has an actual response like this saying, my opinion on your rig is not a jab at you as a person. It's about the rig. You definitely aren't looking hard enough if you haven't seen my comments on Iron Mouse's rig, but I also do not have to comment on everything. I quote retweeted you because it's what I happen to see. It's not about you.
You're making it about her. Your opinion on your rig is not a jab at you as a person. Your opinion in this matter, Orena Moon Celestial VTuber, your opinion doesn't fucking matter. You are not the customer. The customer said, I'm very happy with my purchase. I'm very happy with the rig, and I even got stuff I didn't ask for. I'm thrilled. My guess is Baby Teeth's audience is probably also rather happy with the rig because we're not seeing any of this, and this person, Orena, is not full retweeting any of Baby Teeth's chat saying, oh, the rig looks like shit, this looks terrible. There's absolutely nothing to suggest that anyone other than Morena's dumbass is unhappy with the rig, and her opinion doesn't matter. Her opinion is completely inconsequential right now because she's not any part of Baby Teeth's equation.
It's not about you, but it's about you. And don't take it personally, basically, is what they're saying. Now, as always, like with Kevin, go ahead and consider giving this VTuber a follow and checking out their account. I will list both Baby Teeth and Kevin in the description. Go ahead and
Okay, music, have a good weekend. I will see you on Monday.
check out their accounts and support them because the best thing I can do with my channel, the thing that probably makes me the happiest, is being able to see people getting unfairly targeted by people on Twitter, whether it's from their own peers or just Twitter users in general, and giving them a chance to get some new followers and new support from people who I know will care about their content and actually elevate them. That is the best thing I can do, so make sure to check out Kevin and Baby Teeth as always. But I don't think there's anything that shows the disingenuous nature of this supposed call-out post more than this response right here. So this VTuber made the entire thread, was starting to get a lot of criticism, and it was starting to backfire. So their attempt at criticism would quickly divulge into what this thread is really about, and that is personal attacks and slander being launched at Kevin because they have some personal disliking of him. Okay, so here's the response saying, reading comprehension is in the negatives because where am I attacking the VTuber? My criticism is about the rig being effing dog shit. Let's not forget this guy made an R-word whistle asset, so shut the F up because your 2 cents cannot afford me since you spend it on a pedophile. So besides the
What? Okay, people are throwing this goddamn word around way too much. I swear, people are throwing around the PDF word way too fucking much. They like you're hearing this all the damn time, and you think that our entire society is being inundated by these kind of people. Like, she made a rap, and yes, I'm using a different word, whistle asset. Okay. Number one, how do we know it's not a regular whistle? Because guess what? Regular whistles exist. Now, I don't know what this is referring to. Maybe it really was this kind of a whistle, as an asset on a VTuber model, but maybe that's part of that VTuber's gimmick. Like, what is wrong with this person? And saying this, like I said, this word is getting thrown around way too easily. It's starting to lose its impact. We are at the beginning stages of it starting to lose its impact, just like I've said with the term racist, with the term homophobe, with the term Nazi. Those are starting to lose their impact because they are just getting thrown around willy-nilly. And all I hear this this accusation being thrown around so much now, especially regarding like VTubers. It's getting disgusting how easily people are throwing this out. Because again, it's starting to lose its impact. Because now I'm I I myself, if someone throws this out and claims XYZ is a PDF, on its face right now, I'm highly suspicious whether or not that's actually true. And it shouldn't be. I should not be experiencing that doubt when that kind of accusation is being thrown out. Because if you are going to make that kind of an accusation, you should have something concrete to back it up. Yeah, that is the kind of word that you should only be using if you have something concrete evidence to back it up. You can't just be throwing it out there like a common swear word. Like, this is not the same thing as calling someone an asshole or calling someone a bitch. This is not the same thing, but that's what the words like this are being used for now. They're being used to replace swear words. And so they're losing their effectiveness in how people take claims like this seriously. And the criticism about the rig being dog shit is your opinion, which obviously is inconsequential because everyone involved in the purchase and use of the rig is happy, which means your criticism is dog shit. Your opinion is dog shit and doesn't matter one bit. It doesn't matter. Your thoughts on this issue don't matter and are not wanted. And that needs to start sinking in with people.
Representation of this right here, they are accusing Kevin of being a predator, a life-ruining allegation over a VTuber asset. A VTuber asset that he made based on this music video from Shigure Ui.
Okay, so that gives me the context I was looking for. So so she made that because this is to prevent said assault. So how does making this to prevent said assault make him a PDF? It doesn't. Again, it's using once powerful words as swear words, as common swear words, and causing them to lose their value as these powerful words that people sat up and paid attention to.
This is the Lollygod Requiem. This is where it comes from. It's this device right here. That's where they got the asset from. This video has 100 million views on YouTube. And yet, I don't see a single call-out post by this VTuber directed towards Shigure Ui, who created that music video that this entire thing is based on, by the way. Not a single call-out of her. Also, I don't see a single call-out of Bow the Whale or Lucy Pyre, who recently did a cover of this song and used this device in the thumbnail of the video. No call out for them. And I think it's very obvious. It's because they're afraid of calling out anyone who might actually go and send some sort of backlash towards them because they're larger creators. But as always, you can see right here, you knew it was coming, right? This person calling others predators over fictional content. Well, your likes are public. So here is one of their likes. Oh, look at that. Oh, no. That's a sexualized underage character. Ryoko from Kill la Kill. That's in your...
If you don't know this character, he just said it's Ryoko from Kill la Kill. I believe she's 16 in the anime. I believe canonically she's 16.
Like, so if you're going to accuse people of, the worst thing in the world over a VTuber asset, you're no better than them when you have stuff like this in your likes. It's ridiculous. And of course, after facing valid criticism and all that, they would reply to the entire thread by saying, anyways, muted, which is the most pathetic response to criticism ever. We all know you're still looking. That's a load of crap. And on top of that, if you look at the hidden replies on the thread, there's only one. And look who it is. It's someone tagging me in the replies. Yeah, they are afraid of criticism, okay? They can gladly dish out these personal attacks and slander directed towards an artist, but they won't take any criticism back towards themselves. They're deathly afraid of it. And in this video, by the way, before this person feels like they're a victim, where in this video did I say anything disparaging about your character, or did I insult you, or do anything like that? There's no name calling, there's no slander. I just brought up what you shared publicly.
Yeah, Rev is nicer than I, because, yeah, I said what I said, because it's based on the evidence being presented to me, that's what it looks like. Like not this person, but the original poster is it feels like they are again deliberately trying to stir up drama. And if they are an actual VTuber, and they actually have a channel, it feels like they're deliberately trying to stir up drama to get attention to drive people to their channel. That's what it feels like. Once again, this is what a lot of drama feels like these days. It's specifically designed to drive people to their channel to get eyeballs on them. Or maybe, like I said, maybe they're selling VTuber art and rigging as well. Who knows?
And pointed out some hypocrisy. That's all I did. So don't play the victim in this situation, because you're the one going after people and slandering them over stuff that you have no right to do. But moving on to the second half of this video, we're looking at this VTuber named Cat Dragons, who made another call-out thread, ill-advised, just like the previous one, saying this: please be aware of the art raffles that you sign up for. Engagement bait raffles are messed up. A thread.
What?
Okay, I will agree right off the bat. Intentional engagement bait in the VTubing scene is a big problem. Basically, a lot of people do stuff like, hey, follow for follow. If you follow me back or retweet this, I'll follow you back, or put you in a competition or a contest. And basically, they're just doing it to bait people into following them or supporting their tweets and what have you. But in this case, we're dealing with a situation, the TLDR here is that there was an artist who made a raffle requiring you to follow them and other stuff, and certain winners would be selected and get free artwork, and this VTuber won the raffle, so they were going to get free artwork. However, shortly after that time period, this artist would go through a bout of mental health issues, and they would not only say, I can't do this free raffle, they would also say, I can't do my commissions. They would refund and cancel their active commissions, the ones that they're actually making money on. However, this VTuber who won the free art would come knocking at their door saying, hey, wait a second, I know you're going through stuff right now, but where's my free art? Hey, where's my free art? Well, here's their thread. So let's begin right here with the first set of messages. It's basically asking, hi, are there any updates? And they say, nope, not yet. We'll get to you soon, though. This is back in February. Here's the next one saying, well, with a caption here saying it's been deleted since, but they posted some self-deprecating things on their Twitter. Seeing any mutuals post such things has always worried me. So I messaged them. You're so worried about people and their well-being. Meanwhile, you're making a call-out thread on someone who is going through a bout of mental health challenges, to the point where, in response to this thread, they deactivated, by the way.
Yeah, this is nice guy, nice girl behavior. If you're not familiar with that, it's someone that, like, in like a message back and forth, they act like they're such a nice person, and then if you don't respond in the way they want, they just go off on you. And that is a very nice guy, nice girl preface right there.
They definitely care about how people are doing online. But they say this, hey, saw your account, are you okay? Yep, I'm fine, I'll be okay. Are you sure? I'm always happy to listen if you're going through it. Don't quit VTubing or being an artist. Your art is so amazing and great. I just don't have that motivation anymore. Here's the next one saying, I hope you're doing great. Have there been any updates? Oh, geez. I know you're going through stuff right now, but any updates on my free art? It's been
Yeah.
like 2 weeks. Oh, hey, what is it supposed to do? The Vtuber model. And they say, here, communication is key with any type of art clients, whether it's paid or not. I do not stalk pages for updates and don't see everything you post. So they say this, do you not have our previous messages? I had won the art raffle for the Vtuber model in Rig, where you had mentioned that it would take 1 to 3 months for completion. It's fairly over a month, and I wanted to check with you and such. And they say, no updates yet. I've said it in my Discord. I'd cancel the raffle Vtuber models and refund some paid commissions due to stress. Sorry. And they say, I'm not in your Discord. And then they say, I've even said it on my Twitter. And of course, this person just said, like, I'm checking Twitter and I saw your self-deprecating messages on Twitter. So I went and found you. But they're not checking the messages that they're sending on Twitter about their art and their mental health status. And here's another one saying, upset about this. I posted something on Twitter and others had similar experiences with this person. They messaged me apologizing. It's March 5th. And they say here saying, if you can't mentally handle it, go ahead. I don't want you to stress yourself out. I'm proud of you, referring to basically saying they need to, they're trying to do the art raffle, but they're going through it. Where they say, thanks, of course, I'll work on it, but I just need to go slowly. And here we are, about a month later, and they're making this call-out thread. Yeah, it seems ridiculous. And here's how they close the thread, by the way, saying, if you stumble upon their account, please don't send any hate to the artist. I understand mental health is a struggle. I'm not mad, upset, or even disappointed. Just wish there was better communication. Yeah, I'm sorry your free art didn't really work out. I mean, I know. It's kind of disappointing that you...
Like, artists, VTuber artists are usually very busy. It usually takes them months to craft a rig, a model and rig it. I know when I was watching Alana's Alana stream, she was having a rig done up, and she was waiting. She's been waiting. I think she's still waiting, like 6 months for her model because it is an incredibly time-consuming process. And I know she had mentioned like that her artist was taking a break. It was a couple-week break, I think, to just decompress because I guess her artist had a lot of, a lot of orders that she was trying to get through, and it was just burning her out. And that's a very real thing with artists like this because they are just constantly working. It is really tough work. There's so much that goes into crafting and rigging these models. And realistically, what this person probably should have said, because it was a free model, and if the person is expressing mental health issues, like especially the ones like, I don't have the motivation anymore, the correct response would have been, you know what? Don't worry about my model. Forget, because it was free. This is not like a paid model. This was free. Forget about it. Don't even worry about it. Focus on yourself. If anything, focus on any of the paying customers that you're still looking to take care of. Forget about mine. Just forget about mine. Forget about my model. Don't even worry about it. Now, I will say that this person was not me. The thread that we just watched, this person was not mean about it. They were a little pushy, but they weren't mean. But they also didn't need to create a Twitter thread with that heading, be careful of the raffles you get involved in. Because that first line is a call out. Flat out, it's a call out for the artist. Which they're already under stress, you know that. So why are you gonna call them out? The right thing to do would have been to just tell this artist, you got stuff going on. Don't even worry about my mom. Do what you gotta do. If you still have some, some paid gigs that you've got to complete, focus on them. Don't forget about my mom. Don't even worry about it. That and just wish there was better communication. People that are going through mental health struggles don't have good communication because part of communication is mental, a giant part of communication. Like practically all of it. And someone going through mental health struggles is not going to have good communication. So, while this person wasn't mean, it wasn't handled. It wasn't handled well at all. It definitely should have been handled in a different way. But as I said, at least they weren't rude or crass to the person. However, that call out that they made at the beginning, that's not going to benefit that artist's mental health in the long run.
You want a raffle to get free art, but like when someone's mental health is involved, I think that's more important. Okay? And instead of handling this in private or maybe even doing like a vague quote retweet or something, you took this public. You made an entire call out thread over this artist. When I see a call out thread on an artist, I'm expecting something like, oh, I don't know, they scam people or they're an abuser, a terrible person, not someone who's behind on their work, including free work because of their mental health. This whole thing is ridiculous. But moving on, here's a reply saying this. Wait, so you're upset that a struggling artist is taking too long on free art? Like art you didn't pay for? This thread is kind of unfair and
Eh?
dramatic if I'm reading this right, to be honest. I say that as both an artist and someone who's entered in art raffles. Where they reply with this giant wall of text saying, you know
Jesus.
what? I don't care. Like, I'm going to be honest, guys. Like, you can pause.
I will read it just because we are on this. I'm upset for the lack of communication. It's valid to prioritize commissions. It's valid to take time off your mental health. It's valid to take time with your art. I'm not upset that I didn't get art. That's not the point of this. It's free. It's not valid to string someone on for months, often on paid or not. Create new raffles when you can't handle the ones you already have. Not inform your person that you are quitting art and have no desire to complete their project unless they ask. It's okay to take breaks. It's okay not to follow through on free art if you can't complete it. It's a big, why didn't you tell me you aren't going to continue with this? You didn't ask, aka I said in my Discord, etc. Not the same thing. Right there, not the same thing. I really mean no harm and wish them the best on everything. I message them at most 2 to 3 times a month. This was dragged over a period of 6 months. Just tell me no. Do not keep promising me updates. And again, the better thing to have done is when you saw it was taking this long and you see that there's a mental health problem, especially with, you've seen the self-depreciating tweets. They said to you in a message, I'm just not feeling motivated. The best thing you could have done is you take your load off of their plate and say, don't even worry about mine. Because what might end up happening is if their load gets lightened and they're able to complete their stuff, they may message you back saying, listen, I've got all my stuff done. I'd still like to create that free rig for you. Are you good? Are you good for it? So while this is not the worst kind of responses that I've ever seen, this person could have definitely handled it differently. Oh, hey, Kaboom. Welcome back.
Pause and read for yourself. It's a whole lot of word salad to basically say, yes, I was supposed to get free art and I was upset because this person was going through a bout of mental health issues and stress that I still made this call out thread. I don't care. That's pretty much the response here. TLDR on the situation. And overall today, you've seen proof that a lot of indie VTubers really just can't help themselves when it comes to drama. They make these terrible call out threads that I would imagine are
I
largely for
don't. I
clout.
don't do
Like,
it.
again, as I say with these sorts of situations, these threads do not produce anything that'll help your career. Calling out random artists on Twitter for your own personal reasons, whether it's personal disliking of the artist or your disappointment in not receiving free art, it backfires. And anyone who supports you as a result of those threads, those are not people who are interested in your regular VTuber account and your content. They're just interested in the drama. And
Yep.
that's not typically what's going to be going on with your content personally. So it doesn't really mean much. And the backlash and the reputation blow that you get as a result is definitely not worth it. But that's their lesson to learn, not mine. But for now, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, feel free to share your thoughts about today's topics in the comments section down below. And I'll see you guys next time.
Thank you, Rev. Very interesting.